What's up, everybody? Justin here to do a new episode of The List, where I talk about different topics, whatever topics I want to talk about. It could be about news, could be about pro wrestling, could be about sports, anything I want. So this episode of The List, I'm going to talk about the hashtag Fire Colbert. If you don't know who Colbert is, Stephen Colbert, the host of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. So Twitter, someone decided, some jackass, some dumbass, some stupid idiot, I guarantee they're probably a 400-pound white guy in their basement that started this trend, Fire Colbert. So they started, it's no secret, I might get a lot of hate for this video, I don't care. If you want to, whatever, you want to give me hateful comments about my views, go right ahead. I don't care, but if they're too hateful and disgusting and vile, like tell me go kill myself or stuff like that, you will be blocked from viewing my channel. So the Fire Colbert hashtag, it's trending on Twitter. Right now it's number 2. It's actually right under SmackDown Live. It's number 2 trending on Twitter. Fire Colbert. A lot of people are tweeting about it. I tweet about it. First off, whoever started it, whoever is the first person that started and put hashtag Fire Colbert, whoever that is, that's what I think of you. Yes, you have a right to give your opinions and views if you think Colbert should be fired, but the guy should not be. The guy's a comedian. The guy does a late night comedy show. What the hell do you expect? Of course he's gonna pick on the president. They picked on every president going back to probably Johnny Carson. I don't know if Johnny Carson picked on presidents and made jokes about them, I don't know. But going back like 50, 60, probably 70 years, comedians have made jokes about presidents and ripped presidents. That's their right. And so Colbert should not be fired just because a couple of stupid dumbasses are angry that he joked about President Trump. I'm not even going to call the guy president. The guy's a disgrace, in my opinion. Guy doesn't act like a president. Guy is delusional. The guy's going to go insane. I guarantee you, he's already going insane. And I could talk for a long time about this, because the guy's already starting to go insane. He thought being president wouldn't be that hard. He admitted he thought it wouldn't be as hard as it has been. Well, you're delusional. Trump, you are delusional. If you thought it wasn't going to be a hard job and stress you out and take you to your breaking point and make you want to probably go up to the White House roof and jump off it. That's probably how you feel. And then you came out with some stupid ass shit you said in interviews over the weekend, 2-3 days ago. Past 48 hours, you were interviewed by some politics show on Sirius XM, and you made a fool of yourself, talking about the Civil War could have never happened, should have never happened, it should have been worked out, and it wouldn't have happened if a president was alive. And you actually thought the president back then, I already forget the president's name back then, but that was way before my time. And I'm not that much into history, but the president back then, before the Civil War, he died. He died before the Civil War. 16 years before it happened. And Trump actually thinks he was still alive and that he could have stopped it. And then Trump doesn't understand why the Civil War even happened. Guy's a disgrace. And as I said, I'm not into history, and I don't have to be. because I'm not going to ever try to run for president. But Trump, you should know some history, and obviously you don't know any history, and you're a disgrace. And if you're not impeached, which I think you will be impeached before your 4 years is up, you're going to be thrown out. You're going to be impeached. What? Anyways, I think he'll be impeached. If he's not impeached, I think he's going to go insane. Because I think he already has gone insane. The guy was insane like last year. He was already insane, in my opinion. The crap he was saying. Just the lies. Like 95% of stuff, well, probably 100% of stuff he says and tweets out is lies. And not true. So, I'm going to read some tweets from maybe some dumbasses that support Fire Colbert trend. I'll read some of their tweets, and I'll read some other tweets that don't support them. That don't support the hashtag. This stupid person, it must be a woman. In front of their Twitter handle, their name's Linda. At LINSINN. She already sounds like an idiot. She tweets out, "It's not funny. He's full of hate." I guess she's talking about Colbert, which is stupid. He's not funny. He's full of hate and filth. This woman's probably a Jesus freak, in my opinion, or super religious to call him full of hate and filth. Or, yeah, right. That's a joke. And all religion, in my opinion, is a con, because they all want to take your money. And I'm not religious, by the way. If you are and it works for you, good. But I'm not, and I don't believe in it. So she tweets, "He's full of hate and filth. If anyone had said the same about Obama, they'd be gone." And then she puts hashtag Fire Colbert. I don't know the joke he made. I don't know if it's on Twitter or if it's on his show last night. I didn't watch his show last night. I don't watch Colbert every night. I try to check him out from time to time. I think he's pretty funny. But I'm more of a Conan and Jimmy Kimmel guy. So I watch them over Colbert a lot of the time. But I've seen the stuff and the skits and the jokes that Colbert has done about Trump. And he's been damn funny, and he's been on fire. So that person, Linda, you're an idiot. A lot of people joked about Obama. A lot of right-wing nuts, Tea Party right-wing nuts, did worse than joked about Obama. They actually called him racist names. They were disgusting assholes that called Obama all the time racist names and called him the N-word all the time and made jokes about him, how they hated Obama's guts, and they called him the N-word all the time. So that's worse than jokes, in my opinion. That's going way too far. And not just right-wing nuts, but they made jokes about Obama and his wife and his kids all the time. And they put him down all the time just because the guy was half black and half white, just because his skin is not white. So Obama, in my opinion, Obama got the most hate as a president just because his skin was not white. And skin color to me doesn't matter. Does not matter. I voted for Obama twice. And I wish the guy could have ran a third term. I would have voted for him again. So here's a friend of mine on Twitter. He was responding and quoting this Linda woman's tweet. His name is Patrick. He's a friend of mine at P Mercer 31. Follow that guy. He's a friend of mine. He quoted her tweet and said, "You mean like your president." He's obviously talking about Trump. And Trump has said a lot of hateful, stupid shit about Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Obama. I mean, he actually tweeted as he was president. Trump actually tweeted this about Obama. said that Obama was a sick man, a sick, ill man, and he was a bad man because Trump claimed he wiretapped him, which was not true. So Trump is definitely, that's a disgrace. Calling another president a sick man and a ill man and a bad man just because you don't like him. And Trump has called other people a lot of disgusting, out-of-line names. So then another person, I'm not going to say their Twitter account, I can't even read their name, it's unpronounceable. They wrote, I guess they're supporting Colbert, it sounds like. They wrote, "So, Trumpers want to fire Colbert because they took offense to a harmless joke. Congratulations, you're all politically correct now." That's funny. So this person, I don't know who they're for, really, or who they're supporting. Here's another tweet with hashtag Fire Colbert. Things that offend Republicans. So I guess they don't like Republicans and they're supporting Colbert. Things that offend Republicans. And then under that she writes, Colbert's cock joke. Yes. Kids losing health care. No. Women's rights. Yes. The poor going hungry. No. And I agree with her. She's 100% right. They don't care about kids losing health care. They don't care about over 20 million that have Obamacare. They don't care about them losing their health care. And they definitely don't care about women's rights. And I'm talking about the right-wing nuts. The right-wing conservative nuts out there. And some are Republicans. You that think, and I don't care if I get hate for this, you that think women don't deserve to make their own choice, it's their body, they can do whatever they want to do. If they want to have an abortion, they can have an abortion. It's their right, it's their body. It's not the politicians' fucking business to be getting into that crap. I'm talking about governors and the president and the Supreme Court have no fucking business, in my opinion. They have no business telling a woman what she can and cannot do. And they need to separate that shit. I don't know how politics and politicians, I do not know how in the fuck they got started with wanting, or how they even got involved with trying to, I know they're against abortion, and they have that right to be against it, but I don't know how they got involved with trying to tell a woman you can't have an abortion, we're banning abortion, we're trying to defund Planned Parenthood. That shit is wrong. Politicians and politics and politicians and politics, they shouldn't even be discussing abortion rights or a woman not being able to get abortion, or if she can't have an abortion. It's none of their business. They're not the woman. It's the woman's decision if they want to make that decision to have an abortion or not. It's their decision. It's not the politician's decision to be telling them you can't have one because we're against it, because our stupid religious political views. And their religion is against it. Who cares? I don't care if their religion's against it. I believe the old Bible, or one of the Bibles, I'm not into the Bible, I'm not religious, but one of the Bibles, the old Bible or the new Bible, I don't know which one, but one of them said it was okay to beat your wife also. So keep abortion out of politics. There's no place in politics. It's not your decision to be telling a woman what to do, you dumb bastards. And I would love to punch all those politicians in the face that are trying to tell a woman that abortions should be outlawed and illegal. I would love to punch them in their face. So here's more tweets with Fire Colbert hashtag. Fire Colbert, someone writes. Colbert with hearts in front of Colbert. Oh, Colbert, okay, didn't Trump leechers preach to give up on politically correct talk? Yes, they did. But obviously they think, all the Trump supporters think that Colbert doesn't have a right to make jokes, freedom of speech. Yes, he does. And here's another person I think that supports Colbert. GOP, or they just hate the GOP. I don't know. They wrote GOP pretends to be offended by gay joke when they voted for a vice president who wants to electroshock gays until they say they're straight. And then he puts hashtag Fire Colbert. So, again, I don't know when Colbert made the joke. And here's some dumbass woman, I'm not going to mention her Twitter handle because she doesn't deserve it. She's a blonde woman. Obviously, in her Twitter account, of course, she puts hashtag Trump on the top of her account. And she has a stupid American flag emoji in front of Trump. Hashtag. That's stupid. First off, about Make America Great Again, about that bullshit garbage and that crap, and you want to take your country back from Obama, and because you think he did such a god-awful job, which is not true. The economy grew, jobs grew, and Trump says another bullshit fake crap that came out of the Trump's mouth. He said when he took over, and he said it like 2 weeks ago or a month ago. I think he might even say it last weekend, like 3-4 days ago. He claims and tells the stupid rally crowd that showed up to see him, I don't know who in the fuck would waste their time going to see the guy speak. You have to be a dumb, stupid-ass idiot with no brains, and you must not have a life that you want to go hear him talk. So, he had the nerve to say when he took over, and I don't know, or when he means, I guess he meant in the month of April, he says the country's a mess. The previous administration did such a mess on the country, and that he has to fix it. And that's a lie. That's a total lie. So this dumbass woman, blonde-haired woman on Twitter writes, under somebody's tweet, she quoted it, writes, hashtag Fire Colbert on the front of her tweet, he always was a douchebag. No, he wasn't. The guy's just making a living as a comedian. And he has talent, or else he wouldn't have been hired by CBS. And before that, he was on Comedy Central. Just because you don't like him, and you think he's a douchebag, doesn't mean he doesn't have talent. So anyways, here are more tweets. She wrote, here's another person that writes, Fire Colbert, question mark, how about no? How about fire Congress? And then she put the laugh, face with tears of joy emoji. That's a pretty funny tweet. Here's another tweet. Hashtag Fire Colbert, because if I want to hear an out of touch Libro tell the same joke every day, I listen to Rachel Maddow. Stupid tweet. Anyways, here are more tweets. Trying to pick out ones that I think are pretty funny. So here's a pretty funny one. Somebody actually has a painting of a picture on under their tweet with Putin sitting on top of Congress as President of the United States, and somebody sitting on the floor in the middle, I guess would be Trump. He has an elephant on as his head, and next to him is that guy, I forget his name. The guy looks like a turtle. He's a leader of the Congress. I forget his name. Doesn't matter. What the hell's his name? Doesn't matter. The guy looks like a turtle and he wears glasses. Anyway, and then next to the other person on the floor, there's three of them together sitting on the floor, and they're covering their mouths. One of them is Paul Ryan. So this tweet says, the deplorables and bots are just mad because they know it's true, and we will soon see how deep Agent Peach's throat is. And then they put hashtag send Trump to Russia, hashtag fire Colbert. So now someone has a poll. They made a Twitter poll. Alla turned Sterling, I don't know what that is, breaking, hashtag fire Colbert, SmackDown Live, hashtag mega, something else. Trump's approval is 37%. That is actually true. Might actually be up to 41%, but I think it's still down to 30s. Who should be the GOP candidate in 2020? They have options: Donald Trump at the top, Jeb Bush, Paul Ryan, or Bill O'Reilly. I could do another list about Bill O'Reilly. That guy's a scumbag. I never liked him or his show. I think he sucks, actually. So this person writes, wait, you want to fire Colbert? Question mark, for being vulgar? Question mark, while you're supporting Trump? Question mark, and you wonder why liberals call you stupid. Funny tweet, I like that. So here's another tweet with a picture under their tweet with something Trump said. So this person says, Trumpers, or whatever he said, Trumpers calling for fire Colbert is beyond precious. And then the picture of the writing under the tweet said, I did try to fuck her. She was married. I'm automatically attracted to beautiful women. I just start kissing them. Just kiss. I don't even wait. If you don't even wait, Trump, that's called rape. And you should be charged and in jail if you ever said that to a woman. But you probably scared women so much. I'm sure he said that to a woman in one of his pageants. One of the contestants, and they were probably too scared to go to the authorities. Because then they wouldn't be in the pageant. Whatever pageant he owned. I think it was Miss Teen USA or something, or Miss Universe. So then Trump, we know what he said. Then he goes on, I don't even wait. When you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. You can grab them by the pussy. And Donald Trump said that. His words in 2005. That's a disgrace. The guy was still voted in after that. Because all you dumbasses that voted for Trump, you just went, I guess, you didn't care what he said. You didn't care what he did. You didn't care if he lied. You still went for him. You stupid idiots. Now, I may lose a lot of followers from what I'm saying. I don't care. And it's not your country. Make America great again. It was never your country. We stole this country from the Native Americans, you stupid idiots. It's not our country. We stole it. Did you forget? We came here, butchered the Indians, raped their women, butchered them, killed them, and took their land. Just because we had guns, and they didn't have guns. Really wrong, man. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed that white people did that to the Indians and took the country from the Indians. But I wasn't even born when that happened. I couldn't do anything to stop it, but that was 100% wrong. What the white man did to the Indians. So here's someone else's tweet. You can't fire Colbert for making a BJ joke about a man who bragged about molesting women. I mean, you could, but you look pretty dumb. I agree. Sad truth of fire Colbert is that conservatives actually think an off-color joke is the same as O'Reilly's serial sexual harassment. Another good tweet. So I don't see that many tweets supporting Fire Colbert. If you are supporting that, you're a stupid asshole and an idiot. And you should be bitch slapped in the face or punched. So anyways, I guess Stephen Colbert's on vacation. I don't know. So someone writes Fire Colbert, hashtag question mark, are you kidding me? Question mark, give Stephen at home. I guess that's Stephen Colbert's Twitter, I believe, because Stephen at home has 13 million followers. So give Stephen at home a medal. Thin-skinned Republicans swallowing a spoon of their own, I don't know what that word is, but I'll just say their own cum is delicious. Or Trump's own cum. Anyways, pathetic, man. Some of these tweets that really wanted Colbert fired, these people are sick. The stuff they actually tweet, they're sick people and they're ill. And they're also dumbasses. Someone has a shirt on, I guess they're a Trump supporter, they were at some rally, and the shirt says rope, tree, journalist. That's sickening, and that's disgusting. That you think journalists and some in the media that you don't like and agree with, you actually think they should be hung? You're a disgusting scumbag. So another tweet is pretty funny. It says, everybody calm down. Colbert just engaged in locker room talk. You were all fine with it up until now. Hashtag Fire Colbert. Fire Colbert, hashtag, because if any conservative said what he did, the mainstream media would be gunning for their head. Whatever, I don't know what the hell that means. So anyways, I read a lot of tweets here. So, bottom line is, final thought on this Fire Colbert tweet, it is stupid, ridiculous, and just pathetic. Whoever started it, you must have no life. That you think a comedian getting paid more than you'll ever make because the guy's funny, getting angry at a comedian just because I guess you could call Colbert a liberal or a Democrat. I don't know what the guy is, but I know he doesn't like Trump. And I don't like Trump. As I said, I think Trump will... First off, Colbert has every right to make every sick joke about Trump he wants. And Trump has done the same thing against... Trump has made disgusting comments about Obama, calling him a sick, ill man, made disgusting comments about Bill Clinton, made disgusting comments about Hillary, made disgusting comments about basically every single Republican he went up against. And now they all come back and they're all on their knees kissing his ass and sucking his dick just so they can get their bills passed. All of them. Ted Cruz sucking his dick. Marco Rubio kissing his ass. But Marco kind of stood up about the Russian investigation, which Trump, the guy should be impeached within a year or sooner. If he's not impeached, as I said, he will go insane, I believe, because the guy doesn't want to be president. He's in way over his head. hopefully, who's ever watching this, if anybody still is, because I've gone pretty long here, but conservatives, liberals, Democrats, Republicans, who is ever watching this, I think we can all agree that Trump should stop tweeting. The guy tweets stupid shit. Nobody can stop him from tweeting. A government can. I guess Secret Service can't. They should take his phone and throw it away. His daughter can't. He won't listen to her. Guy that won't listen to anybody. He shouldn't be tweeting because he makes the United States, he just makes us look bad. Every damn stupid thing he tweets, and the guy tweets a lot of lies, a lot of untruths. And every time, I guarantee you, if he doesn't stop tweeting, every time you tweet something that's a lie, or just dumb and wrong, every time you do that, Trump, I will tweet you back and respond and call your ass out. So I would hope Republicans with brains, you should think like I do. I hope you would think Trump should get off Twitter also and do his job and get off Twitter. The guy has done an awful job. In his first 4 months, first 100 days, I would grade him a F. Awful job, in my opinion. Guy tried to ban Muslims. That was wrong. Guy tried to get rid of Obamacare and just be a little bitch and take Paul Ryan's healthcare plan, and Trump just went on his knees and was sucking Paul Ryan's dick, letting him do whatever he wanted to do, kick millions off of healthcare. So Trump, your job, you've been the worst. This has been the worst 100 days in the history of any president, in my opinion. I didn't like George W. Bush. I thought the guy was an awful president. And his father was no better. And Ronald Reagan, your hero, your Republican hero, Ronald Reagan, that guy was not a good president either. But he wasn't as bad as Trump. And I wish, oh my God, I wish and I prayed, and I don't pray, but I wish and I pray we had George W. Bush back as president. Because that guy at least is not insane like Trump. That guy is not insane. I wish George W. Bush was back in over Trump. I wish Marco Rubio was in over Trump, or Jeb Bush. I mean, anybody but him, because he's insane. And the guy didn't even want to be president, in my opinion. Still doesn't want to be president, and now he's burnt out, and he's going nuts. So I'm done. I'm done about the Fire Colbert hashtag. Whoever started, that's what I think of you. Next topic on this episode of The List. It's a long episode. Extended episode of The List. I'll probably be done in 10 minutes. Next topic on the list is Sean Waltman, X-Pac. Formerly X-Pac. I guess he's still X-Pac on the Indies. Sean Waltman was, again, if you were offended by what I said, what I gave my thoughts and my opinions about the Fire Colbert hashtag and abortion rights and women's rights, I'm for abortion, and I'm for all the rights that women should have. And they should have equal pay also. And make this exact same as the guys. So if you're upset, anything I said, you can unsubscribe to me or unfollow me on Twitter. If you do that, I'll just know, whoever does it, I'll just know you were never a real friend anyways. So Sean Waltman, this story I'm going to talk about, he was suspected of selling meth and he was caught by drug-sniffing dogs at an airport. So additional details are coming. I'm reading the article about it. Additional details are coming in regarding Sean Waltman's arrest over the weekend, and it's not looking good for the former WWE superstar. Waltman was arrested on Saturday at LAX airport in Los Angeles after getting stopped at customs and some other name for marijuana, I guess, whatever the name of that is. He was taken to a local jail. He was charged with a felony and released the following day on a $35,000 bond. Sean Waltman, right now, how he currently looks, the guy looks like he actually could be a drug dealer. But I hope he's not. I don't know if this is true. I mean, I'm sure he was taken into custody. That's probably true because TMZ.com has obtained the police report, so it's not made up. And TMZ, they are vipers. If you do something wrong, they will find out probably within 24 hours. Somehow, I don't know how they find out. But they got people probably in every single state. So TMZ.com obtained a police report, and it reveals Waltman got stopped because he was on a Customs and Border Patrol watch list for narcotics. That's drugs, even though I didn't say the word well. This is presumably due to his history with drug-related arrest. Drug-sniffing dogs help police locate a large quantity of drugs, including 3 cannabis, that's pot, 3 of them, chocolate bars, 2 THC liquid cigarettes, I don't know what the hell those are, 38 meth, and some other drug capsules. That's not good. That is not good, Sean Waltman, that you had that on you. He also had over $700 cash on him. Authorities suspect Waltman intended to sell the meth overseas because a large quantity of pills plus a large quantity of U.S. currency are associated with narcotic sales. Possession of narcotics to intend to sell is a felony that could land him in prison up to 4 years. That is not good for him. Waltman tweeted the following Monday night after news of the arrest became online. He says, I've had a crazy weekend. I would say so. You got arrested and they took a lot of drugs off you. I've had a crazy weekend. I'll get into it on this show Wednesday. I know he does a podcast. I'm surprised he wasn't fired yet. I'll get into it on the show Wednesday. Way too much to tweet about still. And then after that he writes, I'm still mentally strong and healthy. No relapse. And that's good. Sean Waltman. I like the guy. The guy is part of the clique. The guy used to be the Lightning Kid, 1-2-3 Kid. The guy is a great talent when he was in his prime. And when he's straight and sober. I do not want to see Sean Waltman go to jail for 4 years. I don't want to see that happen to him. I don't. I hope he somehow, I don't know. I hope he gets these charges dropped down to a misdemeanor where you have to pay a big fine and do community service and maybe go on probation for like 2 years. First off, all those pills and all those drugs he had, that's not cool. That he was trying to take them on an airplane and possibly sell them. That's not smart. And that's not cool. But I still don't want to see the guy go to prison for that. Give him probation for like 2 years or 3 years. Give him probation. Just give him probation. Slap on the wrist. Give him probation. 2 or 3 years. Hopefully he doesn't do this again. I don't know if he wanted to sell the meth. Who knows? But it's not looking good to try to argue for Sean Waltman that he wasn't trying to sell it. that would not be smart, because the guy had all that cash on him, and the guy had a lot of pills on him. So he's probably going overseas to sell it to other wrestlers, possibly. I believe he actually was booked. He was booked overseas, I believe, to appear at an indie show overseas. I think in the UK or somewhere overseas. And he didn't show up for his booking because he was arrested. And it was reported, I think, Saturday night or Sunday online that Sean Waltman was missing. Nobody could get in contact with him because he didn't show up to the indie show that he's booked at overseas. He didn't show up. We know why now. Because he was arrested and he was charged with a felony. It's not looking good. Not looking good for Sean Waltman at all. Hope the guy gets his life straight. I hope he's still sober. And I'm pretty sure he had a really bad childhood. I'm pretty sure I heard that. He had a really bad childhood. So this is probably why the guy was abusing drugs before and alcohol. Probably because the guy had a really shitty childhood. But again, that's no excuse. That is not an excuse. I didn't have a great childhood. Not that good. It wasn't all bad, but it wasn't that good. Because my father was an alcoholic, and I saw him actually try to hit my mom a couple times right in front of me. And I was like 4 years old. The guy's a bad alcoholic, and the guy made my mother's life hell, and my life not that great, until he passed away in 93. So I didn't have a great childhood, but Sean Waltman's was probably worse than mine. I'm not trying to compare how bad. I'm not trying to say I had a worse childhood than Sean Waltman. I doubt I did. But all I'm saying is I hope he's clean and sober, and I hope he doesn't go to prison for 4 years. That would not be good for him. And I'm sure he has a lot of support in wrestling. He has a lot of support from his true fans. I'm a fan of his. His true fans and his friends in wrestling. I'm talking about Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. Those guys that are the closest with him. I don't know. Hopefully they can talk to him and set him straight to not do that again. So that's all. This ends this episode of The List. I talked about hashtag Fire Colbert, which I think is a joke. That hashtag is a joke. Unless you're supporting Colbert, then I think it's a good thing to support him. The guy should not be fired just for making jokes about our mentally ill president. And I talked about Sean Waltman's arrest. Hope you enjoyed this episode of The List. Hopefully I don't lose any subscribers or followers on Twitter because of my opinions. If I do, I don't care. Oh well, big deal. Won't bother me. Follow me on Twitter at WWENXTGuy, and like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like my opinions and liked this list video. Bye for now.